Hey guys, while we wait for, unfortunately for me, the inconveniences to go away because unfortunately I still have to deal with construction work and it's actually raining out today. We actually got a thunderstorm going on right now, so I got a question for anybody that's a console gamer, because this is mainly going to apply to a console gamer. But I guess somebody that's a PC gamer, I guess you could chime in, because let's be honest, I think at one point a PC gamer used to be a console gamer, so I hope anybody that checks this particular video wants to leave a comment about this situation. Do you feel that console gaming has gotten worse over the time? The reason I explain that is I'm going to go into depth about this, and I'm going to rewind back to the 1990s because that is when I was gaming. Alright, so you're wondering, what console did I start with? Well, actually, believe it or not, I started with the original Nintendo Entertainment System. Although, I remember I didn't have it for too long. And the first game I actually played on the thing was one of the Legend of Zelda games. I don't remember what it was. I can't recall which one it was. It was for the original Nintendo Entertainment System. Alright, so if anybody has an idea what that Zelda was, leave in the comment section. But I did have a Zelda game for the Nintendo Entertainment System. Then afterwards, my mom bought me a Super Nintendo. She actually bought me a Super Nintendo in a pawn shop. I remember discreetly that it was in a pawn shop. And it was about, I think, $100, which was a lot back in the day for 90s, you know. Things are really expensive now, just like they were back then. But yeah, my mom bought me a Super Nintendo, and I enjoyed a plethora of games, you know, Mega Man X series, The Legend of Zelda, Super Mario RPG, Super Mario World, DuckTales, you know, just so many games. You know, I had a crap ton of games. I had the GameCube. That was great, even though it looked like a lunchbox. I had the original Xbox. I had a PlayStation. I had a PlayStation 2. You know, just so many good franchises. Final Fantasy. Although, admittedly, I only started with Final Fantasy X. Yeah, that's how bad it was. I never got to play the original Final Fantasy games ever. I was so unlucky. But you're probably wondering where I'm going with this. Well, take a look at what's going on now. Remember when consoles used to be plug and play? You know, you pop the disc in or the cartridge in, and you just played it. Now that doesn't exist. Now it's, oh, you install the game, and it doesn't matter if you buy a physical or you get a game digitally, you have to install it now. Now, thankfully, for the most part, every game that I install physically, it really doesn't take that much time to install. The only time it takes so bloody damn long to install anything is if you download a digital game. So the plug and play is now completely obsolete in the console. I feel like they're kind of losing their identity because we're practically getting the same games over and over again. You know, I feel like we used to have a slew of plethora of games that were only exclusive to the console. We don't even get that anymore. You know, I understand people believe that console exclusives are anti-consumer, but at the same time, like, what's the appeal to get a PlayStation 5 and an Xbox Series console? What's the point of them? Oh, what? Game Pass? Timed exclusives? Is that really worth it? And not only that, the AAA industry doesn't even have to try anymore with these new consoles. Honestly, I felt after the PS3 generation, these publishers and developers just felt so lazy and laid back, and they don't really have to put that much effort anymore. And honestly, this is very sad. It's a shame that we've come so far and we're getting a lot of half-assed games. Honestly, if we didn't have the indie scene and the Japanese genres, I would have quit gaming a long time ago. And it's just getting very hard to justify buying a console anymore. At least a new one. You know, like, what's really the reason to buy a console nowadays? Not only that, we're still getting games at 30 FPS. When we were promised that we wouldn't get any 30 FPS games. I'm pretty sure somewhere, at least Phil Spencer said something about high performance. Where is it? You know? Where is it? I don't see it. Do you? But yeah, I don't know. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I think in the next, maybe, I want to say maybe 10, could be less years, console gaming is going to get to the point where it's either on death's door or it's dead. Okay? Let's be honest with ourselves, because I think the next thing that's going to go from consoles is physical media. And we all know that's a bad thing for console. You know, with PC, it doesn't matter if you have physical or just digital. It doesn't matter for that platform. It's an open platform. If we lose physical media, the consoles are done. You might as well just not bother buying them, because the companies will dictate your digital purchases. And that's another thing I want to bring up. Why are we getting so many games delisted off of digital stores? What, because licensing issues? What, they can't figure out a way to negotiate so you don't lose any licensing issues? You know, like, what the actual fuck? That's really, really stupid. Because now there's no way to play these games other than you have to emulate them now. That's it. That's the only way you can possibly play any sort of delisted game now is to emulate them. You can't digitally buy them anymore. It's gone. Unless you previously purchased the game, they don't exist anymore. We used to own our games back in PS2. Hell, even PS3 days, we owned our games. Soon after that generation, we're just paying for a license now. I don't know about you. That should concern everybody right now. Look, I'm not saying I'm any less guilty of purchasing digital. I am. And it's not because of convenience. It's the fact that my area does not sell the physical games that I want. They still have the same slew of games. And I don't want to go and purchase physical games online and wait for them to be delivered to me. It's a pain in the ass. Especially in Canada. The shipping is terrible. So, yeah, unfortunately, I do have to get some digital games. Oh, fucking, they're still doing construction work. See, this is another reason I can't come back right now. Because I have to deal with this nonsense right now. But anyways, thought I'd chime in about this. Leave your thoughts below. Console gaming is really not the same anymore. It just feels like garbage now.